Imagine having the power to manifest money instantly, with nothing but a single thought. No more struggle, no more waiting, just the sudden realization that wealth is yours, effortlessly. Neville Goddard, a man who tapped into the deepest secrets of the universe, discovered this life-changing technique. It's not magic, it's the law of assumption. In just a moment, you can transform your entire financial reality by harnessing the power of one simple thought. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes you'll unlock the truth that could flood your life with wealth. And it starts with believing you already have it. The power of one thought and Neville Goddard's technique. The power to manifest anything you desire lies within a single thought. One thought held with enough conviction and feeling can shift the course of your entire life. Imagine this. What if the secret to attracting wealth, success, and abundance isn't about hard work, hustle, or external circumstances? What if everything you ever wanted is already within your reach, waiting to be claimed through your thought? Neville Goddard, a master of manifestation and spiritual law, understood this principle better than anyone. His teachings center on one simple yet profound truth. Your thoughts create your reality. What you focus on, what you feel deeply, becomes the world you experience. This isn't just theory, it's the way the universe works. Goddard's technique, known as the law of assumption, is built on the foundation that we are the creators of our own reality. The idea is simple. Assume that what you desire is already true. Don't wait for external proof. Don't look for validation from the outside world. Instead, feel and believe that it is already yours. Whether it's money, love, health, or success. The moment you assume it's yours, your subconscious mind and the universe will move mountains to bring it into physical form. But here's the catch. This isn't about just thinking a thought once or twice. It's about living that thought, breathing life into it, and feeding it with emotion. When you truly feel that you are already in possession of what you want, when you embody that feeling every day, that's when the magic happens. The universe doesn't respond to mere words, it responds to the vibration of your emotions, the certainty of your belief. What makes Neville Goddard's technique so powerful is that it's not a passive practice. It requires an active engagement with your imagination and emotion. For instance, if you want to manifest money, imagine what it would feel like to already have it. Picture yourself spending it, feeling the joy and freedom it brings. Don't just visualize it, feel it in every fiber of your being. The stronger the emotion, the quicker the manifest. The law of assumption isn't just about visualizing and hoping for the best. It's about assuming with absolute certainty that what you desire is already yours. Once you make this mental shift, the world will begin to shift with it. 2. The science and energy of manifesting money. The science of manifesting money is rooted in the fundamental principles of energy, vibration, and the law of attraction. At its core, the universe operates as a vast field of energy, where everything, including thoughts, vibrates at specific frequencies. This is not just spiritual theory, but also supported by quantum physics. Studies suggest that our thoughts and emotions influence the quantum field, which in turn shapes the material world around us. Money, like all things in the universe, is energy. When you think about wealth, you are creating an energetic frequency that either aligns with or repels abundance depending on the emotion and belief behind it. The key to manifesting money lies in shifting your vibration to match the frequency of wealth. Your thoughts are not just fleeting ideas, they are magnetic forces that attract experiences that match their frequency. The process begins with understanding the law of vibration, which states that everything is in a constant state of motion. Your thoughts and feelings emit vibrations that can either be aligned with the abundance you desire or the lack you fear. If you want to manifest money, your energy must resonate with the frequency of wealth. This means shifting from scarcity thinking, such as fear and worry about money, to feelings of abundance, gratitude, and certainty that wealth is already on its way. This is where the principle of the law of attraction comes into play. What you focus on expands. When you focus on wealth and feel the excitement, gratitude, or joy that money brings, you are sending out vibrations that will attract more of the same. The universe responds to these vibrations by aligning opportunities, people, and circumstances that match your energetic frequency. However, if your thoughts are dominated by doubts, insecurities, or fear about money, you'll attract more of that energy, resulting in a continuous cycle of lack. At the molecular level, your brain works like a powerful transmitter and receiver. It emits electrical signals that influence your perception of reality and, by extension, your physical experience. When you engage in practices like visualization or affirmation, you are reprogramming your subconscious mind to align with your desire. Your brain begins to seek out solutions and opportunities that align with the thoughts you are reinforcing, bringing your financial reality closer. The process of manifesting money is not a passive waiting game. It's an active, intentional alignment of your energy with the abundant flow of the universe. The more you embody the frequency of wealth in both thought and emotion, the more effortlessly money begins to show up in your life. 3. The Neville Goddard Technique. Feeling it real. Neville Goddard's technique, feeling it real, is one of the most powerful methods for manifesting anything you desire, including wealth. At its core, it's about using your imagination and emotions to create the reality you want as if it's already happening. This is the essence of the law of assumption, assuming that your desire is already fulfilled. By feeling it as real, you send a clear message to your subconscious mind, which then shapes your external world accordingly. Here's how it works. Our minds operate on frequencies, and emotions are the strongest catalysts for shifting those frequencies. When you imagine your desire as if it's already a reality, your mind doesn't distinguish between the imagined and the real. This is why feeling the experience is crucial. You're not just thinking about it, you're living it emotionally as if you are already in possession of your goal. The first step in this technique is to vividly imagine a scene that implies your desire has already been fulfilled. For example, if you're manifesting money, visualize a scenario where you already have it. Perhaps checking your bank account balance or walking into a store and purchasing something without hesitation. The key is to make this scene feel as real and vivid as possible. Picture the sights, sounds, and even the emotions you'd experience in this moment. The next step is to focus on feeling it. Let the emotions associated with your imagined scene flow through you. Feel the joy, relief, excitement, and gratitude as if it's actually happened. This emotional connection is what amplifies the manifestation process. Your feelings send out vibrations to the universe, which matches them with similar frequencies and brings them into your life. Most importantly, Neville emphasized that this process should be done just before falling asleep. The subconscious mind is most receptive when you're in a relaxed, drowsy state. During this time, your subconscious is highly impressionable, and by feeling your desire as already fulfilled right before sleep, you deeply impress the thought into your subconscious, allowing it to work on your behalf. By consistently applying the feeling it real technique, you reprogram your mind to align with your desired reality. Your outer world will start to shift as you continue to feel and assume your wish is already fulfilled. This is the power of Neville Goddard's technique. You don't have to wait for the money to show up first. Feel it real and the world will make it happen. The only obstacle to manifestation, and without doubt, is the silent killer of manifestation. It's the sneaky voice that whispers, "This is too good to be true," or "What if it doesn't happen?" This voice creates resistance, blocking the flow of abundance you're trying to attract. You may feel certain about your desires and confident in your actions, but as soon as doubt creeps in, it shatters the alignment needed to manifest your dreams. When you doubt, you're energetically contradicting your desires. The law of assumption tells us that to manifest anything, you must assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Believe that what you desire is already yours. Doubt does the opposite. It questions, it hesitates, and it weakens the emotional charge that drives manifestation. Think of it this way. If you're trying to manifest a large sum of money but constantly doubt that it's possible for you, the universe picks up on that dissonance. Your inner world, your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs will dictate what happens in your outer world. If you're not fully convinced, the universe responds by keeping things in a state of limbo where nothing substantial materializes. The most powerful way to deal with doubt is to understand that it is not an external force but a product of your own mind. It arises from fear, insecurity, or past experiences of failure, but these do not have to dictate your future. Every time doubt arises, you have a choice. You can either give in and allow it to control you, or you can choose to reaffirm your faith in the process and in yourself. Neville Goddard often said, "Doubt is not a negative, it's simply a lack of understanding." The key to overcoming doubt lies in strengthening your understanding of the law of assumption and the power of belief. You have to trust that the universe is always working in your favor, even when you can't see the immediate results. Doubt is the only obstacle standing between you and your dreams. It's not the lack of opportunity, resources, or skill, it's the limiting belief that you're not worthy or capable of receiving what you desire. The moment you release doubt and fully embrace your power to manifest, your life will begin to shift. You're not waiting for the universe is waiting for you to believe that it's already yours. At its core, this law states that whatever you assume to be true becomes your reality. It's based on the belief that your thoughts and assumptions shape your experience. In essence, if you assume something is already true, whether it's wealth, love, or success, your reality begins to shift in alignment with that assumption. Here's where it gets truly transformative. Assumption isn't about wishful thinking or hoping for something to happen. It's about becoming emotionally and mentally convinced that your desire has already been fulfilled. When you assume that something is already yours, your subconscious mind has no choice but to accept it as a fact, and the universe starts to respond accordingly. This is why it's called instant manifestation. You don't need to wait for external circumstances to change. You change them from within by assuming the outcome you desire. The power of assumption is linked to a deep mental shift. When you act as if your desire is already realized, you enter a state where you feel the end result in the present moment. This emotional alignment is key. For instance, if you assume you've already received a large sum of money, you begin to think, feel, and behave as if that's your current reality. You may start noticing opportunities for wealth where you once saw none, or your current actions may begin to align with that assumed wealth. This technique works because the subconscious mind doesn't differentiate between what's real and what's imagined. If you continually assume that money, success, or happiness are yours, your subconscious begins to manifest that assumption in the physical world. It's important to remember that doubt is the enemy of assumption. To manifest instantly, you must believe wholeheartedly in your assumption without wavering. Doubt, fear, or disbelief disrupt the process, but when you hold firm to the assumption with unwavering confidence, you activate a powerful force within you that starts reshaping your reality. In summary, the law of assumption is a direct, effective approach to manifest. By assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled and aligning your thoughts and emotions with that belief, you trigger the manifestation process. The universe, your subconscious mind, and every part of your being begins to work in harmony to bring your assumptions to life, often in ways you never expected. The key is to feel it real, live it as though it's already happened, and watch the world around you transform. 6. The power of gratitude to unlock more abundance. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces for manifesting abundance. It shifts your energy, aligns your vibration with what you want, and opens the door to receiving more than you ever imagined. But how exactly does gratitude unlock more abundance? At its core, gratitude is an energy, an emotional frequency that signals to the universe that you're already in a state of abundance. When you express gratitude, whether for something big or small, you're affirming that you already have everything you need. This feeling of having sends a message to the universe, drawing even more abundance toward you. The key here is the emotional charge behind the gratitude. It's not just about saying thank you. It's about genuinely feeling appreciation for what you already possess, even if it's just the potential for wealth. This emotional alignment is essential because the law of attraction responds to feelings, not just thoughts. If you consistently feel grateful, you align yourself with the frequency of abundance. Your belief in having enough attracts more money, opportunities, and success into your life. Gratitude acts like a magnet, pulling wealth and opportunities toward you, whether it's a new job, a business opportunity, or unexpected windfall. When you express gratitude, it also shifts your mindset from lack to abundance. If you're constantly focused on what you don't have, you're reinforcing the feeling of scarcity, and the universe will continue to deliver more of that. However, when you choose to focus on what you do have and express gratitude for it, you send a signal of abundance. This positive shift creates a feedback loop where more good things come into your life. The power of gratitude doesn't just apply to money, it extends to every area of life. When you're thankful for your health, relationships, and even the small joys of daily life, you attract even more positive experiences into those areas. Money follows the same principle. The more grateful you are for the money you already have, no matter how small, the more money will come to you. Gratitude is also a tool to overcome fear and doubt, which are often the biggest obstacles to manifesting wealth. When you cultivate a mindset of gratitude, you replace fear with trust and belief that abundance is already on its way. To unlock more abundance, make gratitude a daily practice. Begin and end your day by acknowledging what you're grateful for, and watch how your life transforms. Creating your new reality, aligning with your higher self. Creating your new reality begins with aligning your mind, emotions, and actions with your higher self. This is not about wishing or hoping for change. It's about becoming the person who already has what they desire. The concept is rooted in the idea that your external world is a reflection of your inner beliefs, thoughts, and emotions. When you begin to shift your inner state, your outer reality begins to change in ways that seem almost magical. The first step is recognizing that you are the creator of your own reality. Too often we look outside ourselves for validation or change, but the true power lies within. Your higher self is the version of you who already embodies the success, wealth, and happiness you desire. To align with this version, you must first identify and embrace the qualities and beliefs that version of you holds. This requires a deep level of self-awareness and understanding of what your ideal self would think, feel, and act like. Start by identifying the limiting beliefs that have been holding you back. These beliefs are often rooted in fear, scarcity, or unworthiness. Your higher self operates from a place of abundance, certainty, and unwavering faith. By consciously shifting your thoughts from limitation to possibility, you begin to align with that higher version of yourself. It's not about pretending or forcing yourself into a false persona, but rather stepping into your authentic power and recognizing the truth of who you really are, someone capable of achieving anything. Next, you must act as if the reality you desire is already yours. This means embodying the emotions and behaviors of the person who already has what they want. The higher self doesn't wait for external circumstances to change before feeling abundant or successful. It feels those emotions first, knowing that doing so will attract those circumstances. It's about stepping into the vibration of success, wealth, or whatever you desire, and trusting that the universe will respond accordingly. Lastly, trust and surrender are crucial. You cannot control every aspect of the manifestation. Let go of the need to control every outcome and allow the universe to work on your behalf. When you align with your higher self, you are in a state of flow where everything you need comes to you with ease. Creating your new reality is about realizing that you are not separate from your desire. When you align with your higher self, you stop chasing your dreams and start living them. 8. The manifestation of your dream life. The moment you fully embrace the truth that your dreams are already a reality is the moment everything begins to shift. This isn't about hoping or wishing, it's about knowing. Knowing that the life you desire, including all the wealth, success, and happiness you crave, is already yours. All it takes is one powerful belief that your ideal life is already unfolding, right before your eyes. You've been manifesting constantly whether you realized it or not. Every thought, every belief, every assumption you've ever held has shaped the reality around you. But now, with the power of Neville Goddard's technique, you can consciously direct this force to create your dream life at will. The key is living in the end. When you live in the end, you live as if the desired outcome has already been achieved. You feel the emotions of that success right now. You don't wait for the evidence to appear before you believe first and the evidence will follow. This is where the transformation happens. Your mind and emotions are the architects of your reality. When you adopt the mindset that wealth, success, and joy are already yours, you activate the universe's natural response. It begins to align everything to meet your expectations. The law of assumption is not just a principle, it's the gateway to a new reality. As you hold that image in your mind and embody the feeling of your dream life, you become a magnet for abundance. You radiate the energy of success and the universe matches it by bringing opportunities, people, and situations that mirror your assumed reality. The more you align with this mental and emotional state, the quicker your dream life will materialize. Here's the truth. Your dream life isn't coming tomorrow or next year. It's already here, waiting for you to claim it. You've been given everything you need to succeed. The money, the opportunities, the love, the health, they're all yours, but they exist in the space of your imagination, waiting for you to make them real. The final step is simple. Believe. Believe that your dreams are already manifesting and live as if it's true. Live in the state of having what you desire, not in the hope of having it. That's when the magic happens. When you align your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions with the life you've always dreamed of, your reality will reshape itself around you. This is how you manifest your dream life instantly. All it takes is your belief, and the world will bend to your will. It's never been about waiting for the right time, the right circumstances, or the right amount of money. It's been about aligning your mind with the infinite possibilities that are already available to you. The key to manifesting money, success, or any desire in your life is to first believe that it's already yours. Neville Goddard's teachings weren't just philosophical ideas, they were life-altering principles that allowed people to bend the fabric of reality through the power of imagination and feeling. The law of assumption and the simple yet profound technique of feeling it real offer you the blueprint to create a life that others can only dream of. And it all starts with you, right now. When you live in the assumption that your dream life is already unfolding, the universe has no choice but to match that energy. Wealth, success, love, and abundance are not things that you need to wait for or chase after. They are vibrations that you must become first. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are the building blocks of the reality around you. Once you accept this truth and consistently align your inner state with your desires, the universe responds with a force that will make your dreams tangible. It's important to note that this process requires trust. Trust in the technique, trust in the belief that your desires are already yours, and most importantly, trust in yourself. The moment you stop doubting and start believing, the floodgates open. Opportunities, wealth, and synchronicities will begin to flow into your life seemingly out of nowhere. But it's not magic, it's the natural law of the universe working for you. Now, let's take one last step. Take action. Manifestation isn't just about thinking, feeling, and assuming. It's about living in harmony with your belief. Be the person who already has what you desire. Step into the life you've imagined, act in ways that reflect your assumed reality, and watch as the world begins to reshape itself around you. Your dream life is waiting for you to claim it. It's already here. It's already yours. And all it takes is to believe. As you continue to use Neville Goddard's techniques, trust in the process, and live as though everything you've ever desired is already in your possession, you'll begin to witness miracles. Your dream life is just one thought away, and that thought, it's already manifest.